Chosen one, pause for a moment, take a breath, and feel the weight of this instant, not as a fleeting second in time, but as a moment carved out before the foundations of the world. You were meant to hear this. You did not stumble here by accident, nor was it a matter of coincidence. Heaven itself has conspired to align this exact second with your life, a divine interruption that cannot be explained by logic or chance. This is the intersection of eternity with your present, a sacred window through which destiny itself speaks. You stand at the threshold of something far greater than you have imagined, a place where human understanding meets the deliberate design of God. Angels themselves are not bound by protocol when the purpose of your life is at stake. They move with precision, carrying messages, breaking silences, and preparing the way for what has been ordained. Do you feel the subtle stirring in your spirit? That quiet recognition that something extraordinary is occurring, that is no mere imagination, that is the veil, lifting, revealing glimpses of divine orchestration that have been in motion since the moment of your first breath. Psalm 91:11 reminds us, "For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways." This is not a promise that speaks in generalities. It is personal, precise, and intentional. Heaven is aware of your steps, your struggles, and your readiness to respond. You are here by appointment, chosen before time, seen and held, even when you could not perceive the presence that watches over you. And now, God is knocking, not with thunderous warning, not with urgent alarm, but with a gentle invitation that seeks your attention, your stillness, your willingness to step into alignment. Revelation 3:20 whispers to your heart, "I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in." This moment is not a threat, nor is it a test of fear. It is a sacred calling, a quiet but powerful interruption that asks you to pause, listen, and recognize that eternity has paused for you. Angels have moved, the veil has lifted, and now all that remains is for you to meet this moment with awareness and readiness. Heaven is not silent, it is speaking. Before you step further into this sacred moment, understand this: you were chosen not for your perfection, but for your willingness, not because you never faltered, never doubted, or never stumbled, but because your heart has always been open enough to feel the gentle stirrings of heaven reaching down to you. John 15:16 reminds us, "You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last." Your calling was set long before the world began shaping you, long before circumstances tried to convince you that you were unprepared, unworthy, or too ordinary to matter. Every hesitation, every moment of doubt, every quiet prayer whispered in the dark has brought you here. You were always meant to hear this message, at this time, at this threshold, because readiness is not always measured by skill or confidence. It is measured by heart, by the courage to respond when the divine beckons. So now, take a deep breath and let your spirit recognize the weight of this moment. This is not a casual suggestion, it is an invitation from eternity itself. Heaven is calling, and the first act of obedience is simple yet profound. Declare your recognition aloud, even in the silence of your mind. Even in the quiet of your soul, type "Amen" in the comments below, as a bold affirmation that you hear the call and you are ready to step forward. This small act is a signal to the heavens, a declaration that you are listening, that you are aligned, and that you acknowledge your role in the divine story unfolding. Stay with this message, chosen one, because by the end, we will speak a prayer together, a prayer that seals your alignment, that marks your readiness, and that affirms your identity as someone called before the foundations of the world. Now, as you stand at this threshold, understand that heaven is watching. Your life, your choices, your struggles, they have not gone unnoticed. In the unseen realms, every detail has been recorded, every hesitation and every act of obedience meticulously observed. The courts of eternity convene not to condemn you lightly, but to weigh the truth of your heart. And yet, what is remarkable is this: Though accusations have been raised, every delay, every distraction, every prayer left unfinished, every moment you chose comfort over purpose, there is a pause. The heavenly gavels are suspended mid-air, the scales of justice waiting. In this courtroom, your guardian angel, appointed at the very moment of your first breath, rises to speak on your behalf, witnessing your silent faithfulness, your private struggles, your perseverance. In moments when giving up seemed easier, the angel invokes something rarely used, the mercy clause, a sacred appeal that can be exercised only once in a human lifetime. And in that instant, the verdict is halted. The words echo through the heavens. Give them one more chance. This moment, right here, right now, is that chance. It is a divine pause, a sacred opportunity suspended in time. Heaven has stepped back, not out of indecision, but out of mercy and love, creating space for you to respond. Every breath you take, every decision you make from this point forward, is your declaration of readiness. The universe waits, and angels stand at attention, poised for your choice. This is your invitation to rise, to step fully into the destiny you were called to carry, and to claim the alignment that has been orchestrated on your behalf. As you step further into awareness, it is essential to understand why the challenges, distractions, and resistance in your life have felt so relentless. You have not been attacked at random. The very intensity of the opposition you face is proof of your potential and the destiny assigned to you. Darkness does not expend energy on what is ordinary. It moves strategically against those who carry seeds of transformation. The confusion that clouds your mind, the distractions that fragment your focus, the weariness that seeps into your spirit, all of these are signs that something powerful resides within you. You have been targeted not because of weakness, but because of the weight of what you are meant to release into the world. Entire generational chains, patterns of pain and limitation are tied to your awakening. The struggle is real, and so is the victory awaiting you on the other side. Your exhaustion is not a reflection of failure. It is the evidence of unseen battles fought in realms beyond human vision. Every tear you shed in secret, every prayer whispered at 3 a.m., every act of faith when no one was watching has been recorded and preserved. Heaven counts each moment of resilience. There are precise records of endurance, of courage, of silent obedience that testify to your faithfulness even when circumstances suggested surrender. These are not abstract numbers. They are the echoes of your life in the eternal archives, demonstrating that your journey, though fraught with trials, has always been under divine oversight. The attacks are not punishments, but markers. They show you are on the right path, carrying the calling that only you can fulfill. As you continue to grasp the weight of your calling, it is vital to confront a lie that has silently taken root in your heart. The belief that God is distant, indifferent, or only a backup plan when life spirals out of control. This could not be further from the truth. The Creator who spoke galaxies into existence with a whisper and named the stars by their place has never stepped away from you. He has not been watching from afar, waiting for you to perform or to earn attention. He has been intimately present, closer than the breath in your lungs, sustaining you in ways you may never fully see, yet experiencing every thought, every tear, every silent surrender. Isaiah 49:15-16 reminds us, "Can a mother forget the baby at her breast and have no compassion on the child she has borne? Though she may forget, I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." This is not metaphor, it is literal truth. You are etched into eternity. Your name, your struggles, your victories, your hesitations, they are all known, held, and honored. Compassion, not condemnation, defines his approach. Every time you have faltered, he has remained patient, drawing you closer instead of pushing you away. Do not mistake silence for absence. The gentle nudges, the quiet stirrings, the invisible alignments of your life. These are his fingerprints. He is inviting you to awaken to his presence. to stop treating him as an afterthought or last resort. Heaven's arms are open, and every moment of recognition, every act of surrender, draws you nearer into the sustaining love that has never left, never wavered, and never failed. Yet, even in the nearness of God, there is a danger that quietly erodes the power of His presence in your life. Familiarity without reverence. You may rise each morning and breathe, move through your day, and not even notice that every heartbeat, every step, every opportunity is sustained by the hand of the Almighty. The rhythm of life can lull the spirit into complacency, and slowly, imperceptibly, you begin to treat God as optional, as a last resort. When crisis hits or desperation sets in, the same hands that formed the universe, that spoke life into existence, are often folded into the margins of convenience. Isaiah 40:28 reminds us, "Do you not know, have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable." God's patience is not permission, it is a gift, a space He provides for you to turn, to awaken, to respond. The world may try to convince you that proximity equals casualness, but the truth is that ignoring His presence steals the depth and power He longs to release in your life. The call is urgent and unchanging, full surrender, undivided attention, and wholehearted devotion. Deuteronomy 6:5 commands, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength." No fragments, no tokens, no convenience-based devotion. He seeks a heart that burns, a spirit fully awake, a life willing to align completely with His purposes. The moment of recognition is now no longer optional, no longer background noise, but a sacred invitation to awaken and respond fully. To understand the danger of drifting from God's design, consider the story of Saul, a man chosen and anointed, filled with potential and granted victory, honor, and favor. Saul's life began with promise, yet his journey reveals a timeless principle. Victory without reverence creates distance between the human heart and the divine presence. Saul's failure did not begin with rebellion or open defiance. It began with partial obedience. He followed the Lord when convenient, when it suited his schedule or reinforced his pride. But he compromised the fullness of God's instructions when they demanded humility, patience, or self-denial. 1 Samuel 13:14 serves as a poignant reminder. The Lord has sought out a man after His own heart. Saul's drift away from full reverence and obedience opened a gap between him and the God who had chosen him. His victories became his identity. His accomplishments dulled the awe that should have fueled his devotion. Where reverence should have reigned, pride, convenience, and compromise took root. The lessons from Saul's life are not distant history. They are living warnings for every chosen soul today. You, too, are susceptible to this subtle drift. When you silence conviction in favor of comfort, delay obedience in favor of convenience, or prioritize performance over presence, you begin laying bricks between your heart and God's. Each moment of partial surrender distances you from the power, intimacy, and destiny meant for you. Yet, unlike Saul, you are being warned before the drift is complete. Awareness is your opportunity. Reverence, even in small acts, restores alignment, protects calling, and ensures that the victories you achieve do not separate you from the presence that makes them eternal. As you reflect on the warnings and examples, it is essential to grasp the intensity of God's pursuit of your life. His love is not passive or distant, it is active, consuming, and filled with a holy jealousy that seeks the fullness of your heart. This is the same God described in Deuteronomy 4:24. "For the Lord your God is a consuming fire, a jealous God. His jealousy is not born of insecurity, but of purity, a longing for you to be fully alive, fully surrendered, fully aligned with the calling written over your life before you were ever born." God restrains the outpouring of His glory in mercy. Knowing your human capacity and your present readiness, He tempers His overwhelming presence, not because he is distant, but because his love is so immense it could consume all that is not yet surrendered. Before your first breath, before the world formed your identity, he desired you. Your name was spoken in eternity, your potential known, your assignment accounted for. Every hesitation, every season of drift has been met with patient, yet fervent, longing. This is why the current moment is not simply another point in time. It is a pivot point. Heaven has paused in expectation. Angels hold their breath, and eternity watches to see how you respond. The call is not to fear, but to return. It is an invitation to awaken to the love that predates your birth, to step fully into alignment, and to embrace a life guided by the consuming, passionate pursuit of the Creator. Your response here can redefine the trajectory of your days, your legacy, and the unfolding of divine purposes around you. As you step into the awareness of this divine moment, know that heaven is not silent. Your Creator, who orchestrates galaxies and numbers every hair on your head, is already arranging confirmations to guide your steps. These are not coincidences, nor are they vague impressions meant to confuse or distract. They are clear, intentional signs, divine confirmations that the path before you is real, sacred, and aligned with eternity's plan. In the next few days, you will witness 3 such signs. The first will come as a voice from the past. Someone you have not heard from in years, perhaps even decades, will reach out unexpectedly. Their words will resonate with prayers you have only dared to whisper in the quiet of your soul, carrying encouragement, clarity, or revelation. The second sign is a door you once believed permanently closed. It will shift, not flung open, but nudged just enough for light to slip through, revealing that possibility is still alive and waiting. And the third sign will be internal, not external, a warmth, a lift, a wave of peace or healing that cannot be explained by circumstance or logic. Your body, your spirit, and your senses will bear witness to heaven's touch. Understand this. These signs are invitations, not gimmicks. They are not mere strokes of luck, fleeting coincidences, or tricks of timing. They are the language of a God who loves you, the choreography of angels, the confirmation of a life under divine orchestration. Each one is an opportunity to pause, recognize, and respond. Heaven is not testing you. Heaven is reaching toward you, offering guidance, encouragement, and alignment in ways that only you will fully perceive. As you begin to recognize the signs and confirmations of heaven, the next step is to intentionally step into stillness. In a world that glorifies hustle and rewards constant motion, God calls you to pause, to quiet the noise that competes with his voice. Psalm 46:10 reminds us, "Be still and know that I am God." This is not a suggestion, it is a sacred invitation to reconnect, to create space where your spirit can align with the eternal, and to experience the presence that has been quietly guiding you all along. Stillness allows you to hear what has always been near, to sense what has always been orchestrated, and to receive what only comes in quiet surrender. In this stillness, begin the work of spiritual cleansing. Psalm 51:10 declares, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me." Lay down distractions, habits, and thought patterns that clutter your heart and mind. This is not punishment, nor a call to guilt. It is purification, a clearing of space so that heaven can fill your life with clarity, peace, and presence. Just as a vessel must be emptied before it can be filled, your heart must release the things that dull your awareness and obscure your calling. Choose to step into these sacred moments intentionally. Silence your devices, quiet your thoughts, and surrender your agenda. Replace comparison with gratitude, distraction with devotion, and busyness with communion. Every act of obedience in this quiet space recalibrates your spirit, strengthens your alignment, and positions you to receive the fullness of what heaven has prepared. This stillness is the gateway, the threshold, the sacred pause where transformation begins. As you embrace stillness and alignment, it becomes clear that your calling extends beyond your personal journey. Your obedience, your willingness to respond to heaven's invitation, has ripple effects that touch lives far beyond what you can see. Someone in your circle, perhaps a friend, a family member, or even a stranger, has been waiting for a spark that only your faith can ignite. Your readiness, your willingness to say yes to God, can become the catalyst for their restoration, their hope, and their breakthrough. John 10:10 reminds us, "I have come that they may have life, and have it abundantly." The abundant life is never meant to be contained within one person. It flows outward, spreading blessing and influence to others. Every choice to step into alignment, every small act of surrender, becomes a conduit for grace. When you choose faith over fear, presence over preference, and obedience over delay, angels move, chains loosen, and unseen battles shift. Spiritual victories are never isolated. They create momentum that impacts entire families, communities, and even generations yet to come. Know this: the reset you are being offered is not based on merit, perfection, or earned favor. It is the gift of grace, a divine invitation to reclaim what has been dormant or blocked. Every step you take in obedience is an opportunity to open doors for others, to break cycles of limitation, and to release blessings that have been held in waiting. Your life is not just a story of survival, it is a story of redemption, interconnection, and holy influence. In saying yes today, you become part of a ripple that heaven has been orchestrating long before your birth. To understand the weight of your choices, it helps to see the contrast between those who respond to heaven's invitation and those who delay. James from Detroit is a testament to the transformative power of obedience. When he heard a message like this, he did not pause or rationalize. He allowed his spirit to respond before logic intervened, saying yes with courage and trust. Within days, doors that had seemed permanently closed began to open. A job he had been rejected from called him back, and not only was he accepted, but his salary was doubled. More importantly, James began to wake up spiritually, to meet with God consistently, to recognize the still small voice guiding his days. Obedience, even when imperfect, became the conduit for transformation. Contrast this with Maria from Brazil, who heard the same call but chose to wait, believing the moment would come easier tomorrow. Months later, she faced the unraveling of her business, relationships, and health. Her delay cost her time, opportunities, and momentum. While grace remains, it has seasons, and destiny has windows that are not always repeated. Isaiah 55:6 reminds us, "Seek the Lord while he may be found, call upon him while he is near." These testimonies illustrate a profound spiritual principle: timing matters, and response shapes outcomes. The divine invitation is never casual, and the consequences of ignoring or postponing it are real. Your obedience unlocks alignment. Your delay invites loss. Heaven is calling now, and the choice you make today will echo not only through your life, but through the generations and circumstances that intersect with your story. The window is open. Will you step through? As you stand at this pivotal moment, it is essential to recognize that your choices carry weight far beyond your own life. You are part of a lineage, a tapestry woven with the prayers, sacrifices, and faith of ancestors, parents, and intercessors who have walked before you. Every whispered prayer, every act of fasting, every cry lifted in secrecy has been preserved in heaven, waiting for the moment when your obedience could unlock its full impact. You are not moving alone. You are the culmination of generations of faith, the vessel through which legacy and destiny converge. Joshua 24:15 declares, "Choose this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Your decision today is not just for yourself. It reverberates through bloodlines and spiritual connections. Every act of surrender, every step toward alignment, every choice to respond to God's invitation becomes a key that opens doors previously sealed, heals wounds long endured, and releases blessing that has been stored in the unseen. The intercession of those who loved and prayed for you was never wasted. It has been waiting for your recognition, your response, your alignment. You are the pivotal link, the one who transforms inherited struggles into restored legacies, who changes the trajectory not only of your life, but of generations yet unborn. Heaven watches, and eternity leans in to see whether you will claim this moment. The prayers of the faithful, combined with your obedience, create a spiritual ripple that cannot be undone. You are not here merely to survive. You are here to unlock the fulfillment of promises carried across time. As the weight of your calling grows clearer, it becomes essential to confront a difficult truth. Ignoring or delaying response to God's voice carries real spiritual consequences. Every hesitation, every distraction, every choice to treat divine nudges as optional creates openings for opposition. The enemy does not need your active participation to work against you. He only requires space, silence, and neglect. When you fail to align with God's promptings, misalignment occurs, and the natural flow of blessing, protection, and purpose is disrupted. Lamentations 3:22-23 reminds us, "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning." Even in the midst of delay and distraction, mercy remains available. The Creator of the universe does not abandon you, but the consequences of postponement are real. Relationships suffer, opportunities fade, joy becomes fleeting, and peace slips through your fingers. These outcomes are not curses, but natural results of distance from the presence that sustains life, directs purpose, and aligns destiny. Yet there is hope. Heaven is patient, waiting for your recognition, waiting for the moment when you choose presence over preference, obedience over delay. Each time you respond, the doors you inadvertently left open for distraction or opposition are closed, and the blessings meant for you are restored. This is a call not to fear, but to awakening, to recognize that your response matters, that your alignment is vital, and that every act of faith can restore momentum, secure legacy, and bring mercy into your life with fresh force. As all the threads of divine invitation, confirmation, and intercession converge, it becomes clear that you are standing at a sacred moment, a visitation from heaven itself. Luke 19:44 reminds us of the importance of recognizing the timing of God's movement. Opportunities, alignments, and openings come with precision, and missing them can carry long-lasting consequences. This is not merely an emotional high or a fleeting inspiration. This is a holy moment where heaven pauses, watches, and waits for your response. The clarity you feel now is a divine signal that this window, this alignment, has been orchestrated for your life. Your response does not need to be grandiose. It begins with small, holy decisions. Wake up 10 minutes earlier to sit in stillness and listen for God's voice. Resist filling every quiet space with distraction or mindless routine. Speak blessings over your family. Choose forgiveness where bitterness lingers. Open the scriptures not as duty, but as a meeting place with the Creator. These small acts, repeated daily, cultivate alignment, strengthen obedience, and build a life anchored in presence rather than performance. Daily consistency in these sacred practices ensures that your life is not dictated by emotional highs or fleeting inspiration, but by intentional alignment with heaven's rhythm. The visitation is not a one-time event. It is a pivot point, a threshold into a new season of destiny. Your choice today, to act, to respond, and to walk intentionally, will echo in your days, shape your legacy, and honor the divine calling written before you were born. This is your moment. Receive it fully, respond humbly, and let heaven move through you. As we reach the culmination of this divine encounter, it is time to seal everything that has been spoken, witnessed, and stirred within your spirit. This final moment is an invitation to return fully, to realign completely, and to declare with both humility and authority, that you are ready to live in the fullness of your calling. Quiet your heart, take a deep breath, and prepare to step into the presence of the Most High with surrender and reverence. Abba, Father, holy and eternal God, the one who formed the heavens, called the stars by name, and yet knows the sound of my voice. Today I come before you, not with polished words, but with an open and yielded heart. I lay down every fear, every hesitation, and every distraction that has pulled me away from your presence. I confess the times I treated your voice as optional, the moments I chose comfort over obedience, and the days I allowed busyness and comparison to steal my focus. Lord, forgive me where I have compromised, where I have distracted my spirit, and where I have reduced the sacred to routine. I now surrender every part of myself to you. Align my days, my thoughts, and my actions with your will. Grant me the courage to obey, even when it costs, the wisdom to recognize your nudges, and the discernment to step faithfully into the assignments you have placed before me. Restore the awe of your holiness in my heart, and reignite the fire you designed me to carry. Help me to speak blessing over my family, walk in integrity, and become a vessel of your restoration and light. Father, seal my identity as chosen, called, and set apart. Let every step I take reflect the prayers of those who interceded on my behalf, both seen and unseen. May my life echo eternity, and may your purposes be fulfilled through me. In the mighty, matchless name of Jesus, I declare this alignment. I seal this surrender, and I consecrate myself fully to your plan. Amen. Heaven has heard, and a shift has been initiated. Angels stand ready. The courts of eternity have paused in expectation, and the ripple of your obedience has begun. Now, declare your identity aloud. Type, "I remember who I am," in the comments below, as a witness to the sacred realignment that has begun in your life. Subscribe to continue receiving words that awaken, transform, and commission you daily. Walk forward knowing that you are chosen, you are called, and you are empowered to carry the legacy, the purpose, and the light that only you can bring. Go in peace, in truth, and in the authority of your divine assignment. The moment has begun. Your life will never be the same.